Hello there, it's me with another review, this time of Hoppers, the latest Pixar film. They're the ones who did it. And it's their first since Elio, that film about, I can't remember. I saw it, I don't remember. Anyway, it's sort of like a sci fi comedy about this young lady. I think her name's Mabel, and she's this 19-year-old. Um, she's sort of a student, but she doesn't really go to classes or anything like that. And basically, she is an environmentalist and she's against this mayor. And the mayor is trying to build like a big pass over this nature reserve sanctuary thing. And they're able to do that because there's no living wildlife in there. So basically, she's trying to bring wildlife back into this pond so that they cannot do it. And the one thing that will bring back nature would be a beaver. So she's trying to sort of tempt beavers. That's the animal, not the um, back to a pond, and she's just like not very doing a great job. Anyway, um, she sees this beaver come across her little vegetables, I guess, and then it seems to disinterest and it walks away. So she goes chasing after it, and she goes after it and after it and after it. And then she sees a strange thing where a person out of a van picks up the beaver. And then you've got this whole thing where she's, chasing after this van and all that. And it turns out that it is in a university that she's at. Or is it a university? I don't know what they're called in America. Do wobs and dob dobs. Um, and she learns that I'm not saying anything because that's a spoiler, even though I think it's in the trailer. But either way, she learns that there's these people who are they're not professional scientists. They're sort of it's in their spare time, and they're able to put their mind into a robotic thing. And there's various robotic things. There's a beaver and a stork. Is it a stork? Yeah, some sort of stork. Anyway, a load of stuff happens. Mabel's brain goes into a beaver, and she tries to run away. Uh, and lots of stuff happens. She gets dropped into this bigger pond where there's loads of creatures, and basically she runs into this um, real beaver called George. And I don't know who plays George, but he's pretty good. It's not a name I've heard of. Anyway, she wants to bring people back, or all the animals back to the pond, and so they talk to the council, and the council is made up of different animal kings. So George, he's the king of the mammals. You've got some butterfly. She's the king or queen of the insects, and played by Meryl Streep. And then another person plays, for one reason or another, the insect is, the insect king becomes someone else, and is played by Dave Franco, who is really good in this as the other insect. Again, it's hard to describe when something's when you try not to spoil it. Anyway, lots happens. She tells the story of what's happening, and that the mayor, played by John Hamm, who is also fantastic, is the root of all of these things. And then all these sort of animals, the kings, like you've got the king of the amphibians, frog, king of the birds, can't remember, the king of fish, king of reptiles, all that sort of stuff. And they all decide they're always squishing us, let's squish him. So it's a great big thing, and it's they go after the mayor again. This is in the trailer, so I'm not spoiling a thing. And hijinks happens. So yeah, that's it. And overall, it's very funny. This is actually probably the best um, Pixar thing for a very long time. I mean, Elio did not like it. I was bored. I fell asleep near the end. Inside Out 2 was your typical Pixar sequel. You know what's going to happen. It's got one of those, oh, must escape from the thing sort of thing. I'm trying to think the last time I thought a Pixar movie was amazing. And I like Luca. Lightyear was just crap. Um, Elemental was decent, but when I think of something that's incredible, I'm thinking Coco. This is like the best thing they've done since Coco. Um, yeah, and it's just a fun film, and there's lots of things that adults would enjoy as usual. It's and lots of things kids will enjoy. Animation wise, it's not really pushing things further. Like you've had Sony are doing an amazing job with their animation styles, like especially with the Spider-Verse films. I didn't like K-pop Demon Hunters, but it good visually, it was very good. You had the Puss in Boots, that was visually very good. Did they do Goat? Goat was decent. I don't think they did Goat. Wait a minute, Puss in Boots wasn't Sony, that was DreamWorks or Illuminations, whatever. Either way, Sony's pretty good right now, and I am looking forward to their Venom film. Musically, it's just the same sort of things. I think Scissor does the soundtrack. Maybe, I don't know. There's bits of Scissor on there anyway. Um, yeah, I mean, kind of near the end, it does go very, very predictable. But there's some really, really sweet moments. Like, again, this is in the trailer. There's a bit where George the Beaver. Um, okay, one thing I completely missed. In these hoppers, they can speak to animals, but humans don't understand them. There's like a little ear thing so that the people who created the robots can talk to each other, so human to animal. But one of the things is Mabel as a beaver, she, George, and a reptile. Yeah, I can't remember. This came out 2 weeks ago in Britain, and I've forgotten bits. I've got an adult brain. Anyway, she's trying to talk to the mayor in the car, and she gets his phone and she starts using the text to speech thing, and it freaks him out and all that sort of thing. But there's a really sweet bit where George gets hold of it and he just presses the emojis, and it's like wood, damn, wood, beaver, wood, wood, wood. It's nice, it's cute. Yeah, and he has some fun bits. There's a sort of a massive shark being carried by birds to kill the mayor. That's funny. It's fun, and John Hamm is excellent as always in these sort of things. And it's a movie I do recommend people watch. It's good for everybody. I would say, is it worth going to the cinema or or just staying at home and just wait the usual 2 or 3 months that these things just pop on Disney Plus? I think it's worth going, but only if you're in the mood for a animated film. It's one of the better animated films out this year. I saw Goat recently, and that was pretty good, but not great. This is very good, but I don't think it's on the same level as something like Coco or Monsters Inc., where it's like a must-see sort of thing. So it's sort of like a if you're in the mood to go and see a film and you want to see something animated, family, yeah, go pop out and watch it. And that's all I'm going to say now. I'm just going to press that stop button, and you better like, comment, or subscribe. And if you want to comment, just put in Hoppers, what, the ones from Stranger Things. Oh, I don't like that.